All right. So, going live here, and I need this to fit on my screen, and you guys can't see this. Sorry, you might want to skip ahead here for a moment because my screen is all messed up here, and I need to fix that before I can continue. It's fine on your end, but it's not fine in where I'm working. So, there we go. Now it's fixed for me. Great. Okay, so we'll go through some of these shapes here real quick. Make sure we can see what's going on. This right here is the height of the figure. So we're looking at our lateral surface area here. We have 20, and then now we're just going to grab all the other numbers that we see and write them in spaced out. So we've got 13, and then 15, and then 13, and then 15, and then this, the top according to this would be 13 and 15, and then down here would also be 13 and 15. So I'm going to shrink this because maybe that's my problem. All right, yeah, I have more freedom there. So what we're going to do is we've got two 20 by 13s. We've got two 20 by 15s. And we have two 13 by 15. So 20 by 30, grab a calculator here. 20 by 30, 13, sorry, times 2 gives us 520. And then 20 by 15 is 300, times 2 is 600. And then 13 by 15 times 2 gives us 390. And if we add all three of those together, we get 1,510, and that's yards squared. So looking at the next problem, we're going to do the same thing. This time I'm going to say 11 feet goes back here, so we're looking at this. We're looking at 11, and then 1, 2, 3, and then up here we'll have 16, here we'll have 9, here we'll have 16, and here we'll have 9, and then we need a rectangle there, and it's going to be 9 by 16 and 9 by 16. So that means that we're looking at 2 times 11 times 16, and 2 times 11 times 9, and then 2 times 9 by 16. So working this through, 2 times 11 times 16 gives us 352. 2 times 11 times 9 is 198. And then 2 times 9 times 16 gives us 288. So we add 352 plus 198 plus 288 gives us 838. And that's feet squared. So the triangle problems. This first triangle, let's solve this triangle. Triangles are found by base times height divided by 2. So base and height are found, I'm going to zoom in. It feels weird, but we'll do it. We look at this box right there, that means a right angle. And so we take the base, which is 9, times the height, which is 14, divide by 2, and that gives us 63. Now there's two triangles that measure 63 because there's one in the front and one in the back. But then there's the lateral surface area. The distance from the front triangle to the back triangle is 20 yards. So we'll put our 20 here. Then we have 18, 17, and 9. 18 times 20 is 360. 17 times 20 is 340. And 9 times 20 is 180. So that means that we're going to add 360, 340, and 180. That's a 340, in case you can't read it. So we're going to add all these up. So we have 63 plus 63 plus 360 plus 340 plus 180, and I get 1006. And that's yards squared. So again, we start off with a triangle. Area equals base times height divided by 2. Base and height come from this corner right here. So that's 7 times 12 divided by 2, which gives us 42. But we have two 42s. Then we go, let's draw out a rectangle here. The distance from the front triangle to the back triangle is 19. So we have 9, 11, and 12 are sides of the rectangle. So 9 times 19 is 171. 9 times 11, 19 times 11 is 209. And 19 times 12 is 228. So we'll add all those together. So 171, 209, and 228. 2, carry the 2, 7 plus, that would be 8, 10, so that's 17, drop a 7, carry the 1, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 672. I should actually have 692, sorry. I forgot a 2. So 692 inches squared. Last one of these, well, last two of these, sorry. Again, we've got our box here for our right angle. So we've got a triangle. Area of the triangle is going to be base times height divided by 2. And so 12 times 16 over 2. That would be 96. So we're going to have two 96s. And then we need our lateral surface area. The distance from the front triangle to the back triangle is 20 yards. So then we have 12, 16, and 20, giving us 240, 360, no, not 360, 320, and then 240. So 240. All right. No, not 240, 400. What am I thinking? I'm tired. So that means we have 240, 320, and 400. And so then, 6 plus 6 is 12. Drop the 2, carry the 1. That's 10. That's 13, 15, so that's 25. Drop the 5, carry the 2. That's 7, 9, 11. So I got 1,152 yards squared. And the last one, again, we've got this box here, which tells us that that's our base and our height. So area equals base times height divided by 2. So that's 6 times 8 divided by 2, which is 24. And we have two 24s because there's a 24 in the front and a 24 in the back. The two triangles are 12 inches apart. And we have 8, 6, and 10. So that's 96, 72, and 120. 96, 72, 120. That's 14, 16. Drop the 6, carry the 1. That's 10 right there. That's 6, 13. So it's 23. So it's 336. So 336 inches squared. Now the rest of this is the review stuff. I need to go to this page first. All right. Several of you asked me to do the review stuff, so here we go. What we have first is we have -1 plus -8. -1 plus -8 is -9. Then, that means we have -9 minus -1. Minus negative becomes positive, plus a positive. -9 plus 1, we subtract 9 minus 1, which is 8, and it'll be negative because the 9 is negative. Then over here, we do the same kind of thing. We have 6 plus 3, which is 9, but then it's minus -7, so it's plus 7. So 9 plus 7 is 16. Over here, we've got a -3 plus a -4. That's a -7. Plus 6 is -1. Right here, we've got -6 plus 1, which is -5, plus 4, which is -1. Here we have two different signs, so the answer is negative, and it's 32, because that's 4 times 8. Over here, the answer is positive because both are negative, so this is 21. Over here, the answer is positive because both are negative, that's 27. Here, the answer is negative because both have different signs, so it's -1. Here, there's different signs, so it's going to be -1. And here, there's the same signs, so it's going to be +4. To undo addition, to undo subtraction, we add 5. A -14 plus 5, different signs, we'll subtract. 14 minus 5 is 9, and 14 is bigger, so it's a -9. Over here we subtract 20. That's how we eliminate the positive value. And so 10 minus 20, different signs, so we go 20 minus 10, which is 10, and then because 20 is bigger than 10, it's -10. To undo multiplication, we divide. So we divide both sides by 15. And so K will be -11. Over here, to undo division, we multiply. So we multiply both sides by 3. And so X equals 48. (64% of 3 inches is what? So we're doing is over of equals percent over 100. So we don't know the is, that's the part. And then of is 3, percent is 64, there's 100. A times 100 is 100A. And that equals 64 times 3 is 192. Divide both sides by 100. And that gives us 1.92 inches equals equals the unknown part. Over here we have, again, is over of. Well, we don't know the is, so that's part. 49 is the of, equals 52% over 100. Cross multiply. 49 times 52, I can't do that in my head right now, so I'm not going to try. That's 2,548. And that equals 100A. Divide both sides by 100. And that gives us 25.48 miles. And then we had one more page. So we start off, we use PEMDAS, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. So we're just going to do all of our multiplication, left to right, multiplication and division. So -2 times -4 is +8, because they have the same sign. Eight divided by 4 is 2. 2 times -1 is -2. Over here we start with parentheses. Two negatives make a positive, so it's -6 plus 5. -6 plus 5, though, is -1. -3 times -1 is our next thing in parentheses. So -3 times -1 is +3. -12 divided by 3 is -4. Here we're going to distribute there and there. So that gives us 18m minus 36 plus 8m plus 56. Adding like terms together, we have 18 plus 8 is going to be 26m. And then -30 plus 50 is +20. The next one we're going to distribute again. So distribute there and there. So that's going to be 2x minus 4. And then now we distribute the -2. So that's -12x plus 12. 2 plus -12 is -10. So we have -10x. And -4 plus 12 is +8. Last four problems. This one here, we know that if we add b and 48, we would get 90. So we subtract 48 from both sides. So we get 42 degrees. In number 22, b plus 133 will equal 180.